Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento Area realtor. Today I've got some good stuff for some buyers out there, and specifically we're going to talk about first-time home buyers. I've got Eric Perpich here with Republic Mortgage. He's a loan officer that can help out any buyers looking to get pre-approved and to get a loan to buy a home. And so Eric, I wanted to ask you, we're talking to maybe some first-time home buyers out there. They're thinking about buying their very first home. It can be kind of an exciting time, but also a little bit nerve-wracking time at the same time. What advice can you give to a first-time home buyer from your side of things, being a loan officer? What should they think about, and what advice can you give with your background as a loan officer to anyone out there?
I think you touched perfectly as far as it being exciting and nervous. Just to let everybody out there know, I'm a loan officer. I've been so for quite some time, close to 12 years for now. And when I did my own purchase, which I was my own loan officer, I was still nervous. So believe me, nerves are good. As long as you surround yourself with the right people, the right professionals, in the long run, everything is going to be fine. The very first thing when I meet a new buyer, I'm excited for them. I want to find out exactly what their goals are for this home. Exactly how long do they plan on being in the area? Do they have kids? Do they plan on being in the school district for a long time? Because there are different options out there as far as how long the loan is. In this market, with how crazy things are, fixed without a shadow of a doubt, please, that's what I always recommend. But there are situations to where it's an investor or they know that the kids are going to be out of high school within a couple years. So maybe a 7-year ARM or a 10-year ARM, which will definitely drastically lower the interest rate, might be a better fit. So just kind of initially finding out exactly what their whole reason for buying this home, exactly how long they plan to be invested in this area, is definitely the very first step that you want to go to.
Okay, so you're kind of saying really sort of don't just jump right in, kind of think about what situation are you in, what are your, we don't always, doesn't always work out the way that we expect, but kind of what are your plans for the future, and what is the goal of this home that you're going to want to be buying?
Absolutely.
And it sounds like you kind of walk them through that process as well when you get started working with them and stuff. Now, one thing that I find with home buyers, they're real nervous about, well, am I getting the right loan, or is the rate good, or whatever? What can you talk about that for people that are just trying to really, the loan process is kind of I think it's a little bit of a complicated thing for some people sometimes to understand. So what can you give to just sort of give some people a little bit of knowledge, information about that as they're approaching getting their first ever mortgage on their house?
Sure. I would say, especially in this era, doing as much research as you possibly can do on your own. Even if you work with someone like myself or Doug, who you know that you can trust or you've been referred to, that you've known for years, it's always important to do your own research. Rates are available on the internet. You can go ahead and search what are today's rates, and it'll give you a good idea, so you know that whatever professional you're dealing with truly has your best interests in mind. Loan programs, a little bit of a different beast. Ever since the collapse, if you will, there's essentially only a few loan programs out there. So there's no really creative financing, if you will, that there used to be like 4 or 5 years ago. So ultimately, you know that you're comfortable with the loan program. I know this sounds cheesy to say, and it almost hurts me to say it, but as long as you feel comfortable with whatever lender you have chose, and you trust that they have your best interests in mind, then essentially in this market, hopefully there's only professionals left, then you truly should be getting the best product out there, because a lot of the people have left the business, and thank the Lord for that one, but everybody that's left truly should have your best interests in mind, and as long as you feel comfortable with them, I'm pretty sure that you are getting the best that can be offered to you.
Okay, so a lot of it you're saying you need to find someone that you can truly trust, and
I hate to say that, because you're like, oh, my business trusts me, but in this business.
But they should also be very willing to explain. Obviously,
Absolutely.
If any questions they have, you're going to explain to them, so you'll make them understand why this is the best product for them, loan product for them.
I would say the one tip I can give you, if you're out there trying to find out what lender is best for me versus do I feel comfortable with this person, is if you say, hey, I want to get a second opinion or a third opinion, they should graciously say absolutely, and they should accommodate you. I do that with all my clients. We give a copy of the credit report. We want them to go out there and shop. We want to make sure that they're getting the best deal, because as a professional, which whether it's with us or with someone else, as long as they're getting the best deal, we've done our job. So definitely seek second opinions. Do your own research. There's a lot of stuff available out there, and ask your loan officer. Don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, thank you for your kind of tips and information there. Feel free to give Eric a call if you've got more questions for getting pre-approved or getting a loan. I'm always available. Give me a call if you got any questions for getting help started with the buying process, looking at homes or anything like that. So we look forward to hearing from you, and clear skies.
Thanks, guys.